यशः करः भवान् भोज यशस्करः सः कथं भगिनीं हन्यात् स कथं भगिनीं हन्यात् त्रियम् उद्वाह पर्वाणि उद्वाह पर्वणि त्रियम् उद्वाह पर्वणि श्रीवसुदेव उवाच श्लाघनीय गुणशूरैर्भवान् भोजयशस्करः स कथं भगिनीं हन्यात् स्त्रियम् उद्वाह पर्वणि श्रीवसुदेव उवाच श्लाघनीय गुणशूरैर्भवान् भोजयशस्करः स कथं भगिनीं हन्यात् स्त्रियम् उद्वाह पर्वणि त्रियमुद्वाह पर्वणि श्रीवसुदेव उवाच The great personality Vasudeva said, Shlaganiya gunaha, a person who possesses praiseworthy qualities, Shuraihi, by great heroes, Bhavan, your good self, Bhoja Yashaha Karaha, a brilliant star in the Bhoja dynasty, Saha, one such as your good self, Katham, how, Bhagini, your sister, Hanyat, can kill, Triyam, especially a woman, Udvaha Parvani, the time of the marriage ceremony. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Bhajacharana Aravinda, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Vasudeva said, My dear brother-in-law Kamsa, you are the pride of your family, the Bhoja dynasty, and great heroes praise your qualities. How could such a qualified person as you kill a woman, your own sister, especially on the occasion of her marriage? Can you repeat the translation? Vasudeva said, My dear brother-in-law Kamsa, you are the pride of your family, the Bhoja dynasty, and great heroes praise your qualities. How could such a qualified person as you kill a woman, your own sister, especially on the occasion of her marriage? Purport. According to Vedic principles, a Brahmana, an old man, a woman, a child, or a cow cannot be killed under any circumstances. Vasudeva stressed that Devaki was not only a woman but a member of Kamsa's family because she was now married to Vasudeva. Because she was now married to Vasudeva, she was parastri, another man's wife. And if such a woman were killed, not only would Kamsa be implicated in sinful activities, but his reputation as the king of the Bhoja dynasty would be damaged. Thus, Vasudeva tried in many ways to convince Kamsa in order to stop him from killing Devaki. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport in translation to Canto 10, Chapter 1, text number 37 of Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. These are the words spoken by Vasudeva, the husband of Mother Devaki and the brother-in-law of Kamsa. Shri Vasudeva Uvacha, Laganiya Gunaha, addressing his brother-in-law Kamsa just after the marriage. He is glorifying Kamsa. Why is he glorifying Kamsa? That's also explained in this verse. Shlaganiya Gunaha. Oh Kamsa, you are such a glorious person. You are praiseworthy. Vasudeva is telling Kamsa, you are praiseworthy. Huh? Shurai, great heroes. Talk about your glories, discuss about your glories, share about your glories to others. Bhavan, Bhoja, Yashaskaraha. You are the pride in the Bhoja dynasty. If you're not there, how can the Bhoja dynasty get its reputation? So, Bhavan, Bhoja Yashakaraha. Bhavan, your good self. Prabhupada translates Bhoja Yashakaraha as you are the brilliant star in the Bhoja dynasty. Actually, Bhoja dynasty has many great devoted kings. But Vasudeva is telling Kamsa that you are star in that Bhoja dynasty. So how great you are. Having said that, so much glorious you are the pride of the Bhoja dynasty, you are the star in the Bhoja dynasty, great heroes talk about your glories, your greatness. Then, Taha Katham, how is it that Hanyat Striyam, you have come forward to kill a woman? Hanyat Striyam, and that too Bhaginin, your own sister. And further, Udvaha Parvani, just at the time of her marriage. How is it, Kamsa, that you are such a glorious person, such a great soul, pride of the Bhoja dynasty? You are attempting such an abominable act which was never committed in the entire Bhoja dynasty. He's expressing his wonder to Kamsa. Because just immediately after the marriage of Kamsa's sister, Devaki, actually they were cousins, Kamsa and Devaki, cousin brother and cousin sister. Kamsa, to show his affection to his sister, Devaki, he personally took up the reins of the chariot to take her and his new brother-in-law Vasudeva to their home. Hmm? This is to especially show affection to his sister. Even though Kamsa is recognized as a great king, still he has taken a very humble position of becoming a chariot driver and drove his sister's chariot. That was nice about Kamsa. But when he was driving in the middle of the journey, there was one Ashariravani, one unembodied voice in the sky declaring that you fool, Kamsa, hmm, the, you are now happily driving the chariot of Vasudeva and Devaki and taking them to their home, but Abudha, the unembodied voice said, you foolish rascal, the eighth child of this woman is going to kill you. Moment he heard this voice, immediately the equation changed. He gave up the reins and took up a sword in his right hand, and with his left hand he caught hold of the hair of the most chaste mother Devaki. How is it? He took up reins out of affection. Now he's taking up a sword in his hand, one hand, and the another hand he is catching the hair of Mother Devaki, his own sister, up to the occasion of her marriage. So this is the nature of a demonic person, which was discussed earlier. The demonic person's character is very unpredictable. Suddenly, they'll do something very abominable. By nature, they're abominable. Their character is abominable. They're very vicious, very dangerous people to deal with. You cannot trust them because they're not a man of character, a person of character, rather. It could be anyone. Demon is a demon in terms of his character, his or her character. So they're not reliable, they're not obedient to scriptures, to the Supreme Lord, to the uh, authorities. That was discussed in Bhagavad Gita also. That is their nature. They always defy scriptures, spiritual authorities, the Supreme Lord, His direction, His word. They always deny. They disobey, like that it was discussed earlier. So therefore, uh, there is no surprise that suddenly he has taken up a sword in his hand. But Vasudeva is not uh, so lowly as Kamsa. Rather, he is endowed with divine qualities. He is very sober and very grave. Analyzing the situation, he thought somehow, for the time being, he should save Mother Devaki from Kamsa's hand. Later on, when there is a child, we will deal with it later on. So, somehow he wanted to address the situation, cross over the situation. So, therefore, Vasudeva was thinking what to do, how to stop this demonic person from his march of killing his sister. So he used reasonable arguments. He put forth reasonable arguments because Vasudeva is a very great personality. He knew how to pacify a cruel person, and he also knew how to forgive even the bitterest enemy. Both ways. Now, for the time being, he has to pacify Kamsa. He didn't become agitated as much as Kamsa. Hmm? He didn't become agitated. This is the nature of a sober person or dhira. Dhira means one who's unagitated, even though provoked. See, normally people are not agitated, but when they're provoked, then they'll not keep quiet, right? But dhira means even if you're provoked, such a person will not become agitated. That is called dhira. So here we can see how Vasudeva is such a great dhira, dhira jana. Therefore, he is being addressed by Shukadeva Goswami as Mahabhaga, great personality. Mahabhaga. He was not agitated. Very soberly, he thought what can be done. So, in this verse, we see Sri Vasudeva Uvacha Shlaganiya Guna Shurair. He started glorifying Kamsa, saying that you are such a great person, you're so famous, you're so well known, you're the pride of your family, your praiseworthy qualities, Shlaganiya Guna. Then how is it that you are attempting to kill a woman? For a great person to kill a woman is very, very abominable. He becomes a condemned creature. And how is it that Kamsa, you are attempting this act? It is not befitting you and the Bhoja dynasty. It will bring disrepute to your dynasty. Just like Krishna also told Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita, oh Arjuna, how is it that you are desisting from fighting? It will bring disrepute to the Kuru dynasty, to the Pandava dynasty, particularly Pandava dynasty. Of course, although Arjuna belonged to the Kuru Vamsha, but Dhritarashtra has separated the Pandavas, the sons of Pandu, as not belong to Kuru Vamsha. Therefore, he addressed the sons of Pandu as Pandavas, not as Kurus. The very first verse of the Bhagavad Gita, thereby showing his diplomatic nature. Mamaka Pandavaschaiva kim akurvat Sanjaya. Actually, the sons of Dhritarashtra and the sons of Pandu both belong to the Kuru Vamsha. But Dhritarashtra's inner motives is being disclosed in his own words by saying, Mamaka Pandavaschaiva. What did my sons and the sons of Pandavas do in the battle of Kurukshetra? Actually, both are Kurus. But then he separated them as sons of Pandu, as Pandavas. Anyway, so Krishna said to Arjuna that, oh Arjuna, how is it that you are desisting from fighting? Interesting to note here is, here we see a case where killing is prohibited and killing is bringing disrepute. In this verse, Kamsa's killing is bringing disrepute. But we see in the Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata history, not killing will bring disrepute is what Krishna is arguing. See, totally contradictory, right? There, Krishna is inducing Arjuna, oh Arjuna, go and fight the battle. Why are you not fighting? Why are you not killing your own relatives? Here also it is being used. Triyam, Bhagini, your relative, how is it you are killing? There Krishna is saying, your relative, how is it you are not killing? So what is the mystery here? What is the puzzle here? Anyone? At one side we see Krishna is saying, go and kill. Other side, Krishna's devotee Vasudha is saying, how is it you are killing? So the difference is, killing of woman is never recommended anywhere in the Shastra. A woman, a Brahmana can never be killed. Same thing, there's one more instance. Again in the Bhagavatam, when Ashwathama released Brahmastra to kill the last remaining heir of the Kuru Vamsha, namely Parikshit Maharaj. That time, of course, Mother Uttara prayed to save her child. Then Krishna somehow sent his Sudarshan Chakra and saved the situation. And even before that, Ashwathama attempted to kill the 5 sleeping sons of Draupadi. And he actually beheaded them. He actually killed them also when they were sleeping. It was very abominable. So that time, Mother Draupadi was terrified. All the Pandavas were terrified, including Lord Krishna. So then they thought that they should kill him. Ashwathama. They should kill him. But Mother Draupadi, she intervened and said, no. You cannot kill Ashwathama. Yudhishthira also seconded it. Yes, Draupadi is right. You cannot kill Ashwathama. He is the son of a Brahmana and son of our Guru Dronacharya. So you cannot kill him. So Brahmana cannot be killed. Even if it does an abominable act, it cannot be killed. Woman cannot be killed. This is the Vedic injunction. Then what to do? Of course, that's a different episode there. But Krishna says, no, Arjuna, you must kill Ashwathama. But Draupadi said, no, you must not kill. And Yudhishthira is the father of religion. Actually, he is saying, no, Arjuna, you can't do this. Imagine how contradictory. He is also an authority, Yudhishthira. Krishna also is an authority. Both are spiritual authorities. Both are spiritual authorities, and both of their instruction cannot be neglected. So how are you going to resolve? Like that, there are many such tricky situations, even in devotee's life. It happened in the case of Bali Maharaj also. He was also put into a very tricky situation. That we will not discuss now. So Arjuna, by his transcendental intelligence, by his Krishna conscious intelligence, decided something. What did he decide? Did he kill or not kill? There are only 2 possibilities, right? Either you kill or not kill. If you kill, you have fulfilled Krishna's order. Krishna is happy. But if you don't kill, then Krishna is not happy. On the other side, if you kill, Draupadi Yudhishthira will be thoroughly upset. And you will be breaking a Vedic injunction of killing a Brahmana, where the Shastra says you can't kill a Brahmana. So what did Arjuna do? So he took his sword and he chopped off his head? No. He cut off his hair and the valuable jewel on Ashwathama's head. Then Prabhupada quotes, actually Shukadeva Goswami quotes in the next verse, in that context, that the right punishment for a Brahma Bandhu or the friend of a Brahmana, not a Brahmana, because Brahmana will never do abominable act, first of all. The way Ashwathama did, supposed to be a Brahmana, that's why he's supposedly a Brahmana. Supposedly a Brahmana. Therefore it's called Brahma Bandhu, not a Brahmana. It's a sarcastic remark. See, you're a Brahmana or not a Brahmana. What is this friend of a Brahmana? Got the point? Either you're a Brahmana or not a Brahmana. There's nothing like friend of a Brahmana. It's a sarcastic remark. Similarly, you're a Kshatriya or not a Kshatriya. What is the friend of a Kshatriya? Kshatra Bandhu. Is another term being used, right? Sanskrit is very interesting language. Kshatra Bandhu. So here the word uses Brahma Bandhu. So actually Brahmana cannot be killed. Then you'll go to hell. Actually. Anyway. So he was not a Brahmana because of doing this abominable act. Still, that is one consideration, one angle of looking at it. Now considering from another angle, so he has to be punished. But you cannot kill him. So the recommended punishment for such a Brahma Bandhu is taking off his hair from his head and driving him away from his home. These are the suitable punishments recommended in the Shastras. So he was driven out of the camp and his hair was taken away. In that way, he was punished. So anyway, that was killing of a male member, but here's killing of a woman, even more serious as per the Vedic system. So Prabhupada explains in the purport, a Kshatriya or a good kingdom or a good king or good ruling or good management means giving protection to 5 categories of people in the human society. There are also protection to other categories of living beings, but as far as human beings are concerned, among the human beings, Kshatriya's first and prime most duty is to give protection to 5 categories of people. Who are they? They are Brahmanas. First of all, Brahmana. The Kshatriya's duty, the government's duty is to protect Brahmanas and Brahminical culture. We'll discuss why. Then they have to give protection to cows. Number 2. Number 3, they have to give protection to women. Number 4, they have to give protection to children. Number 5, the Kshatriya or the king or the administrator should give protection to old people, old men. It is their responsibility. If they fail, then actually they're failing their duty and they have to share the karma for that. Elsewhere it is described that a king or an administrator will share 1/6 of the punya of the citizens. He also shares 1/6 of the papa of the citizens. So he is responsible. You see that they're taken well, they're taken good care, and the people are happy. They're protected. There's security. There is a good financial arrangement for everyone. There is employment for every male member. So these are duties of a Kshatriya. Give protection to the weak, protection from danger, protection from thieves, rogues, miscreants, unscrupulous persons, protection to women. These are the responsibilities. So why protect the Brahmanas? Because the Brahmanas are responsible for protecting the Varnashtama, upholding the Varnashtama culture. Because the Varnashtama culture is the most scientific methodology for spiritual advancement in human society. And Varnashtama Dharma is meant for human beings, not for animals. The scientific division of man in terms of his quality and work. So when he's properly situated, comfortably situated, according to his quality, according to his work, then he can think of spiritual activity, spiritual advancement. But if he's not properly situated, his material life itself is disrupted, then he cannot peacefully think of spiritual life and higher. He cannot have higher aim in life. If basic needs, bodily needs, family needs, society needs, these things are not organized properly, then his mind is restless, disturbed. Then he cannot think of pursuing higher aim in life. So the opportunity is lost. Whole life there'll be firefighting, mismanagement, and time is lost for pursuing spiritual goals. So that is why Varnashtama Dharma is very, very important. Any society neglects it, it is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Because if we don't set up Varnashtama, they will simply struggle materially. Everything will be a failure. Every attempt will be a failure. Because the society is not properly set. So everybody has to be engaged according to his guna and karma. Then only he'll be comfortable materially. And that comfort is needed. You should be settled properly in your life, either in ashtama or in varna, either in your occupation or in your spiritual life. You have to be settled properly. Otherwise, you cannot practice spiritual life, which is the prime aim in human life. If you don't have a job, you are jobless. If financially you are constrained, every day, you have great difficulty in making both ends meet in your life, or you're not comfortable with a particular kind of job, you're not given a suitable job according to your occupation, qualification, and you're suited to your nature, then you'll always be uncomfortable, unsettled. That's what we see in the modern society. Nobody is settled, even materially. Forget spiritually. Spiritual life is not there in Kali Yuga for all practical purposes. Materially, also, people are not peaceful and settled because they're not following the Varnashrama system of engaging themselves in their occupation. That is why. Brahmana is not engaged as a Brahmana. A Kshatriya is not engaged as a Kshatriya. Vaishya is not engaged as a Vaishya. A Shudra is not engaged as a Shudra. It's all mixed up as per whims and fancies. One's whims and fancies mixed up. And as you use the word whims and fancies, that means they're not steady also. Okay. According to Guna Karma, you're not engaged. Okay, you've taken some profession. You're a Brahmana, but you took up a Vaishya job. Or you took up a Kshatriya profession. Fine. Will you stick on? He'll not stick on. That also he'll not stick on. Again, he'll jump to one more profession. Will he stick on? No. Again, he'll jump to one more profession. Not suited to his nature. Not suited to his uh, aptitude and qualification. So he'll be unsettled. Like we see. Today, everybody wants to be a Vaishya typically. Vaishya means a businessman, means to make money. Everybody wants to make money through every profession. There is only one profession for making money as far as the Varnashrama system is concerned. That is Vaishya order. Only if you're a Vaishya, you're allowed to earn money. Of course, Kshatriya does not work to earn. His way of earning is different. But otherwise, only Vaishya is a productive class of men in the human society. So he creates businesses. Again, it is defined what kind of business. It's well defined. And he pursues that to make money as per the direction of the Shastra. He can accumulate money also, nothing wrong. But not by indulging in black market. But he can accumulate money in the right means. A Kshatriya gets his income by exacting taxes from the citizens. But by exacting taxes, by doing so, he has to give protection, security, financial stability, employment to the praja. So the money so received as tax is actually meant for public utility services, not to increase his coffers, not to increase his wealth. The idea of exacting taxes is not to increase his wealth, rather um, to keep that money as an emergency. So wherever there is need, the Kshatriya will profusely, liberally give charity to the needy. And charity also, everybody cannot go forward for accepting charity. That is also restricted. Everybody will become lazy. Huh? I'll go and beg charity. No. Only a Brahmana and a sannyasi is allowed to accept charity. Nobody else is allowed to accept charity. Why? Because they have a serious job to do to contribute to the society than just earning money, which is a very, very, very insignificant thing in the Vedic system of living, organizing the society. The most insignificant thing is to earn money. But today, the most prominent thing in the society is to earn money. See the contrast in the civilization, in the thought process. It's a very ordinary thing to maintain your body. Even animals are maintaining body. Prabhupada repeatedly said, animals are also maintaining their body without going for work. And we human beings, all our life we spend for earning money, and still we are not able to make the ends meet. Or because greed is so high. So it is very sad. So therefore the Brahmana and a sannyasi who knows the serious value of human life, and a brahmachari, they will never waste their time in such insignificant activities of earning one's livelihood. Rather, they want to contribute to the society in terms of self-realization, in terms of elevating the society in spiritual life and guiding them, inspiring them, cautioning them about the value of human life, aim of human life, goal of human life, because the grihasthas and the others, they generally tend to forget the purpose of life, being enamored or embarrassed by material anxieties, by family life, by material life. They're embarrassed or enamored by so many material anxieties and material possibilities. Embarrassed by material anxieties and enamored by material possibilities. Both are illusory, misleading, and the goal of life is lost. So therefore, the brahmachari, the sannyasi, the brahmana, they are very focused and they're expected to practice spiritual life seriously and inspire the society, and wherever they go, they should preach Krishna consciousness and alert the grihasthas or the family man who is otherwise absorbed only in family maintenance and nothing more. Alert them about the valuable human life which they have got, the short time which is available, but a big task ahead to complete one's Krishna consciousness and conquer birth and death, go back to the kingdom of God, never to take birth again in this world. It's a very big task. Therefore, they don't earn money. They have serious work of going to many, many houses, institutions, and preach Krishna consciousness. Very serious business. So therefore, it is the duty of the grihasthas or the society to take care of these brahmanas, sannyasis, and the brahmacharis. It is their responsibility to take care. So therefore, protecting Brahmana is very important because he is supposed to be the savior of the human society. So naturally, it is the responsibility of the king to protect the Brahmana. Then protection of cows is very, very important because to maintain Brahmanical culture, by which you can spread Krishna consciousness, cows are extremely important. To remove cows, then Brahmanas are also out of the picture. Cows deliver one miracle food called milk. Prabhupada calls milk as a miracle food. Unfortunately, without proper understanding today, they declare milk to be cancerous and one should not consume milk and all these kind of things. May be possible from another angle because the cow is fed poisonous grass, chemicalized grass. So obviously there is a possibility that the cow's milk has become transformed from nectar to cancer because you have fed poison. And the cow wants to deliver nectar, but you made her deliver cancer. How glorious we are. Shlaghaniya gunaha. how glorious Kali Yuga people are. With a brilliant intelligence, we have created pesticides, fertilizers, chemical stuff. So sad. Anyway, the in fact, one place Prabhupada explains very interestingly, one of the primary reasons why the lifespan in Kali Yuga is reduced, duration of the people in Kali Yuga is reduced. One of the reasons is because they don't drink cow milk sufficiently. Primary reason for reduced duration of life. And today, there are scientific papers to say one must not drink milk. It's a big propaganda going on. One must not drink milk. I have heard. Instead, they're promoting soya milk. Some lobby industry is going. Where does the Shastra say drink soya milk? Cow's milk. Because Prabhupada reasons. The milk for maintaining the finer brain tissues, to understand higher aims in life, is possible by drinking cow's milk. There are some finer brain tissues. They are in a dormant state. If they have to be activated, one must drink hot cow's milk, not buffalo's milk. There's another concoction. It may have its own purpose. That's different. We, human life, we are concerned more about spiritual advancement, spiritual enhancement, not just putting up your body. You have to grow your spiritual strength, not the material strength. A hippopotamus is building up its body. What's big use of that? So cow's milk is important. Because when you drink cow's milk, then the finer brain tissues will open up, suitable enough to understand spiritual subject matter. It will create interest in spiritual subject. See, today people say commonly, oh, somehow, Prabhu, when I open the book, immediately feel sleepy. Or there's no interest in reading spiritual literature. You see how difficult it is to create interest in reading spiritual literature, Vedic literature, because those brain tissues are not activated, which can appreciate spiritual values, spiritual principles. So one should take cow's milk. So protection of cow is very, very important. So therefore, Brahmanas always drink cow's milk. Shukadeva Goswami, every morning, 5 in the morning, at the time of milking the cow, he would go to the house of the householder at the time of milking the cow, and he would drink the fresh milk from the udders of the cow, requesting it from the householder. And then he will walk away. 5 minutes maximum he will stay in one house. That's all. In that 5 minutes, it is your advantage to ask questions and benefit spiritually. Otherwise, he will pass on. Prabhupada explains in the first canto. So a saintly person like Shukadeva Goswami or any saintly person like Prabhupada took all the trouble to go home to home, not for their pot of milk, actually, not for your prasadam, but actually to enlighten the householder. You can take advantage of the presence of a saintly devotee. And quickly in 5 minutes, what you can ask? The primemost questions, you should have a list ready. Inquire. He can give you answer in a split second also, but you should be able to ask questions in a split second. 5 minutes time, like that. So then the protection of woman, very, very important. That's being talked about here also. Because they are responsible to create good progeny, Krishna conscious progeny into the world. You can also bring demons into the world. Again through woman. You can bring devatas into the world or divine-like children into the world. Again, woman is the cause. how important women are. So how much they must be protected. They must be cared for. They should be looked after. Primarily, their chastity has to be protected. Extremely important, because their chastity will give rise to Krishna conscious children. Prabhupada explains, the Bhagavad Gita explains, when a woman is chaste, the children she will give birth to will naturally take part in Varnashtama system happily. Just like you tell such children, Haribol, come to temple. Oh, they'll be ready. Before the mother is ready, Amma, I'm ready. Let's go to temple. But if Kamsa like children take birth, they're ready to go to pub and bar and dance and rock and roll. Oh, temple. Oh, no, I'm not going. He'll sleep off. It's very serious. But after birth, you don't have control. After birth, you don't have control, right? Whatever the child is, you have to live with that child. So this is the preparation. Prabhupada calls it as the Vedic system is Garbhadana Samskar. Even before the childbirth, the preparation begins. Actually, it is at the time of conception. It's at that time of conception itself. It is decided which kind of child, what kind of child is going to take birth in this family, for which purely the mother and the husband and wife are responsible. Purely. If they're Krishna conscious 100%, 100%, a divine child will take birth. Otherwise, it is left up to the uh, uh, up to Kala, the tricks of time. You have no control over it. So, protect the chastity of the woman necessarily brings good progeny, and that good progeny or population will be able to take part in Varnashtama Dharma or following Vedic principles, and they will bring about universal peace, world peace. Otherwise, there'll be world disturbance. That we can see today. So many children are taking birth. The whole world is in turmoil. Whole world is in turmoil. They're not listening. They don't have good character. They don't follow any authority, including their parents, who are the first authorities. And what to speak of spiritual authorities and what to speak of Bhagavad Gita and the Lord, they'll not follow. They're disobedient. They don't care for. They're whimsical. They want unrestricted freedom. Unrestricted freedom. Unregulated freedom. All such kind of things. It's very difficult to impress them about spiritual values. But what to do? The yoni was like that. After that, you cannot change. The yoni was like that. You cannot change after that. After birth, you cannot change. It's very difficult. Of course, Krishna consciousness is very powerful, provided you take up direct Krishna consciousness, devotional service. There's a possibility of change. Otherwise, not possible. But Vedic system has a very great plan, systematic plan, how to bring forth good population, good children into this world, into the family, into the society. That is Varnashtama Dharma. That's why you can see there are so many, in the earlier times, chastity was given so much importance. Chastity of women, particularly, protection of women, particularly. That's why Arjuna, if you see the Bhagavad Gita first chapter, he was so much concerned. He said, Kulakshaye pranashanti kula dharma sanatanaha dharme nashte kulam kritstam adharmo abhibhavatyuta adharma abhibhavat krishna pradushyanti kulastayaha strishu dushtashu varshneya jayate varna sankaraha. Arjuna is cautioned that if the men are killed from the battle of Kurukshetra, men are killed, then the women are left unprotected, and if the women are unprotected, then there is possibility of adultery by unscrupulous men, and then they cannot take part in Varnashtama. That becomes a Varna Sankara population the world cannot manage. And that's what we see today, Varna Sankara population. Nobody is able to control. Any country, any place, any family, any children. Nobody is able to control. to Varna Sankara population. So chastity is very important. Protection of women is very important. So women were given highest respect in the Vedic society. Prabhupada explains during his college days, he went to meet his friend once, and they were sitting in a room actually. Then one sweeper woman came actually to broom the room. She was waiting with a broomstick in her hand, 20 yards away from Prabhupada and his friend. She was just standing there. So Prabhupada and his friend both observed, oh, there is a woman waiting there, standing there. Then Prabhupada said, you see that woman is standing there? Actually, we should leave this place because she cannot come in between us to clean that room. She will not come. We have to get up and move aside that she can do her duty. So Prabhupada told his friend and they both got up and moved aside. After that, the sweeper woman came in and cleaned the room. So Prabhupada explains here how even a sweeper woman commanded respect in the Vedic society. There, even a sweeper woman commanded respect. That's why Arjuna used the word kulastriyaha, trishu dushtashu varshniya. They call kulastriya, or kulastriya is different from society girls. Society girl is different. Kulastriya is different. Highly respected woman in the family. It's called kulastriyaha. Highly chaste. As opposed to that is the society woman. They're free to mix with anybody, free to talk with anybody, freely walking everywhere, associating with everyone and anyone. That is society girl. But that's not the system in Vedic Vedic way of living. Because subtly it will become polluted. Both way, man and woman, they become polluted. That's why there was no system of mixing of man and woman, even especially after marriage. So like that it was. Actually, if you see in the Bhagavatam, it is described the very reason why the Kauravas were destroyed was primarily due to one act of Karna and Duryodhana in disrespecting Mother Draupadi. Disrespecting Mother Draupadi. How did they do that? By attempting to disrobe her, that too, Asat Sabhaya, in the assembly of apparent gentlemen. That means they're not gentle. The gentleman means how can you allow a woman to be stripped naked in an assembly? Most abominable act. Most condemned thing. There'll be global ruination. This is what Krishna indicated to this Mahabharata. Global ruination. Not family ruination. Same thing we saw in the Ramayana. Not one family being destroyed. Whole Vamsha was destroyed. Ravana. So that's serious. Why? Because Krishna has a purpose in this world. We are all the lost children. We are suffering and struggling in this world. So we have to awaken our Krishna consciousness. So we should get an opportunity to awaken our Krishna consciousness. That's the prime necessity in human life. And if that opportunity is lost, it's very bad. So for that awakening to happen, if the yoni is bad, it will not happen. The child will never take up to spiritual life. It will never take up to spiritual life. So yoni is very important. Then he will naturally get attracted to the yogic principles. Chanting, prasadam, associating with Prabhujis. Oh, I like to be with Prabhuji all the time. I like to go to temple. I want to spend time with Prabhuji. But some people, they see Prabhuji, they want to run away 1 kilometer away. Oh, Prabhuji is coming. Okay, move away. There's one more section of people. One more section. Oh, they seek and come. They seek and come. They want to spend time. They want to spend time. We have seen devotees like that. So because of Shukadeva Goswami explains, because of roughly handling the hair of Mother Draupadi, Duryodhana and Karna, the entire Vamsha was finished. It is said in Bhagavatam first canto, Sadhayitva ajata shatru swam rajyam kitavairhitam ghatayitva asato ragnaha kachasparsha kshatayushaha. This is the important point in this. Ragna kachasparsha kshata ayushaha. Kshata ayushaha. Ragna, the queen, referring to Mother Draupadi, Kacha Sparsha, because of mishandling the hair of Mother Draupadi, Shata Ayushaha. Duryodhana, Kauravas, Karna, all their Ayusha reduced. They died untimely. Same thing. When you mishandle a saintly person, you offend a saintly person, you offend a woman or a cow, your Ayusha will reduce. Otherwise, you would have lived more. Your prosperity will come down. Your buddhi will come down. Your tejas will come down. Everything will go down. Your spiritual credits will be lost. What you have earned. So like that. So therefore, it is very important to protect women. We will discuss maybe some other time the other points. So coming back in conclusion to this verse, here we can see a similar act. Why Kamsa died? Because of this. Earlier also he died as Kalanemi in his last life. Again he was killed by Vishnu only. Kalanemi was the son of Hiranyaksha. So he was as Hiranyaksha he was killed. Then the son of Hiranyaksha, Kalanemi, he was also killed. Now it's Kamsa. Again he was also killed by the same Vishnu as Krishna now. You see? So death, that means, is primarily because of offense or sinful act. Otherwise there is no death. Actually. So but anyway, so Vasudeva being very intelligent is somehow trying to pacify the situation by glorifying Kamsa and telling him, please don't do this inglorious act and bring disrepute to your family. Hare Krishna. I'll stop you. Granthrat Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. We will be starting Srila Prabhupada's book marathon from December 3rd onwards. Prabhupada said that these books have replaced, or rather has come in the place of Lord Krishna in Kali Yuga. Srimad Bhagavatam has replaced Lord Krishna in Kali Yuga because Krishna has left to Goloka. So where is Dharma? So Sutumani says Dharma is taken shelter in Bhagavatam. So who wants direction from Krishna can take direction from Bhagavatam today. So therefore these books are very, very powerful. Even simply having these books at your home, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, brings in extreme auspiciousness. Just keeping this book at your home just attracts all auspiciousness, drives away all inauspiciousness. If you read it, then you'll be totally immunized by Kali Yuga effects. So Prabhupada said, what your 1 hour lecture will do. We did 1 hour lecture. Prabhupada said, what your 1 hour lecture will do. They will hear, they will forget, they'll go away. Actually, it happens also. At least you leave one book at their home. They will read because it is there. They will read. That is solid preaching. Keep the books of Krishna at every individual's home. Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam should be in every individual's home. It will change their life for good. So therefore, this book distribution is very important. And it was one of the very, very dearmost activities of our Acharya Prabhupada and his guru, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. In fact, they didn't even bother much to build temples than distributing books. Because this is a solid way of changing a person's life. Solid way of changing a person's life. Then why build temples? Because temples, still there is reasoning. Although this is more important than building temple, still Acharyas themselves have built temples because it attracts thousands of people. When thousands of people come, there is more opportunity for more book distribution and more preaching opportunity. So that is why. Therefore, this book distribution is very, very important, very dear to the Acharya, very dear seva to Prabhupada. And if you do this dear seva to Prabhupada, he will bless you with Krishna Bhakti, which we are all hankering for as devotees. So kindly take part in this book distribution. Whatever you can distribute, you can distribute. It's not a question of quantum, but the question of how much time you have given to spend in distributing Prabhupada's books. That gets counted. Not how many books you sold exactly, but how much time you spent in the Guru Seva. That is the count here. So you'll be especially blessed by Prabhupada. So kindly do help us in distributing Prabhupada's books. And in that way, we save ourselves and then we save others also. Now we will proceed to our new project construction area for performing Sankirtana. And this is also very special because unless we call out for Krishna and invite Krishna and request Krishna repeatedly, Krishna will not descend. Because Krishna has no need. You have a need, you have to call Krishna. So we call Krishna, Krishna descends. Because Krishna will not barge his entry into your personal life, personal space. You invite him as a gentleman, he will walk into your life. So like that, we invite Krishna to this world, Krishna will come. So that is why this Sankirtan is very special. Advaita Acharya did the same thing. He invited Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna to come as Lord Chaitanya. By his repeated cries, actually Chaitanya Charitamrita says, by his repeated cries, Krishna agreed to come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and deliver the world. So this is the mood in Sankirtana, that we have to cry for the Lord to come actually. So that is Sankirtana. So Hare Krishna chanting is actually a cry of the Jiva to the Lord. So it's a very special thing. We have to cry for ourselves and cry for others also who are suffering in this world. That is Vaishnava. Vaishnava means he primarily cries for others suffering. So therefore we invite the Lord to come to this world, descend in this place, and from here distribute the mercy to everyone. So Sankirtana is very nice. So we request devotees to kindly join the Sankirtana. Let's invite Krishna and let's build a nice temple for the Lord and give opportunity for thousands and millions of souls to come to get Krishna's shelter.